Okay, it seems like video updates are the thing to do on Garden Web right now, so I'm gonna do one of my own here. This is my main group of peppers that I grow on the front of the deck in my 5-gallon pails, and we'll start here. This here's my Yuba tuba, or Bishop's Crown, I guess they call it. We got about 2.5 inches of rain last night, so everything's kind of wet, but this one put out peppers real early, and they're actually quite big already. Here's the bigger one on this plant here. See if you can see it there, but it's got some really nice peppers for how big the plant is. It's not all that big yet, but the couple peppers seem full size already. Doesn't look like it's got any more blooms right now though. This is one of my manzano plants. It's actually got one pepper on it too. If you can see it there. There we go. Just a single one, and it's got a couple blooms. There's one there. It had more, but I think by growing that one pepper, it's kind of shut down the blooming for a little while. Unlike this one here, it's got plenty of blooms, although it's got one small pepper started here too, but it's got real pretty blooms there. There's a little bee on my bloom there. But those peppers, they grew up real tall real fast. Then we moved to my Aji Lemon, and I've got three of those actually, and they put out peppers real quick too. But they're still putting out, as you can see, there's still a ton of blooms on these. They did go through blossom drop, which is no big deal because they've got 10 million more, but this one's got some nice pods. I'm really anxious. I've heard about how these have that citrusy taste, and I'm real anxious to give one a try here. So I'm hoping I can get one to ripen up here soon. But those three plants are all doing well. They're not real big or anything, and I don't think they're supposed to be, but I should get plenty of peppers off them. This one doesn't look like it's actually, oh, there it's got one single small one. But my Thai Hot, I've had a hard time growing Thai Hot, Thai Dragon peppers the last 2 years, and finally I got a couple of them to make it past the seedling stage, and I put these two in a single bucket here, and they're just real small leaves, put out a lot of blooms, and but I'm getting some good looking peppers on them too. So this is my Thai Hot, and this is just a regular cayenne. I just grew this to make some cayenne powder with later on in the year. It's doing fine. It's actually got one pepper that's pretty good size already, and it's got several more with plenty of blooms. And then this is my Black Pearl. This is the one I started on Christmas Day just as a germination test to make sure the seeds I had were viable, and it germinated real well and has been doing good ever since. It's got dozens of nice pretty black, and now some of them, as you can see, some of the peppers on it are actually ripening, and I got some red ones now. So I'm really happy with that. They're really a cool looking plant. They got this cool dark foliage, the marble size shaped peppers, shiny black, and then the blooms are real cool too. I don't know if you can, how well you can see, but they're the real pretty purple blooms. So and then this is my single Reaper, Carolina Reaper, excuse me, that I'm growing this year. Plenty of blooms on it. It doesn't have any pods that have set, but plenty of buds and plenty of blooms. Doing well. It's not real big yet, but I know those get pretty good size as the summer goes on. We've had a really good spring this year. at least the later part of the spring. Once I got them outside, everything turned real nice for pepper growing. And then this is my Thai Dragon. I never could get one of these to grow last year, but I did get one this year, and it was kind of languishing all spring and while inside. But once I got it outside in a pot here, it's really taken off. Still no blooms or anything, but I think I'll get some good peppers off that later on. These four are just some peppers that I'm growing for my sister, so I won't linger on those too long. But it's a Twilight, Manzano, a Black Pearl, and another Aji Lemon. So they're doing real well. I just got to get them over to her soon here. And then I got four peppers. I guess you'd call these pretty much ornamental peppers that I'm growing over here on the driveway. And I got another nice Twilight here. It's got several peppers on it already, pods. Some brand new ones, some older purple ones there, and they'll go yellow, orange, red, purple. They go through all the colors, and it'll get a lot bigger bush, and it'll just look really pretty in another month or two. That one's doing real well. And then this is a pepper I grew this year for the first time. It's another ornamental, although I guess the peppers are real good to eat too. But it's finally starting to get some of the variegation that on the leaves that they talk about with these peppers. As you can see, you can kind of see it there. But while it was growing up, it didn't have hardly any of that, and I really was worried that I had a cross or a mislabeled seed or something. But it looks like it's coming along, and the peppers are supposed to be variegated too, so I'm really looking forward to see how that turns out. It's a pretty tall plant. And then I've grown this for the first time this year also, 5-color marble, and they all come out this pale yellow color to start with. The peppers do, and it's got a bunch of them already, but it's a real small short plant. But now, as you can see, some of them are just starting to get some purple color to them, and it's supposed to have a wide range of colors too, kind of like the Twilight. So I was real interested to grow this year and see how it turns out. And then of course I've got another Black Pearl. I grew several of these this year. I gave 3 or 4 away to another person, and they were about like this one. This one and the others I started with my regular batch of peppers about 2 months after about a month and a half after I started that test Black Pearl. So they're still a little behind, but as you can see, there's several peppers on there already, plenty of blooms. And we'll go over here to my hot Hungarian wax. I didn't actually grow these from seed. I don't see really a point in doing that, taking up room inside when I can just buy them at the local nursery. But I got 2 per bucket, and that one's 3 per bucket. I bought those 3 from a different place than the other 3 buckets here. This group of 3 here I bought from a different place, so I wanted to see how their peppers turned out. And they were a little behind these others, and as you can see, I'm already getting peppers on them. They're real small. They're only about 6 inches tall so far. They're way behind my peppers, but a lot of buds, and they look real healthy, so I'm looking forward to getting a lot of peppers off these. These are the ones I use for eating, so that's why I grow those mostly. So that's about it. I got some tomatoes out back. I'll get those in a minute.